head coach. Longest period of success in the franchise's history. Ooh, it's getting real quiet in here. Andy Reid should be here to stay for as long as he wishes. Who's with me? Who is with me?
Which leaves us the Philadelphia Eagles. Last year's 8-8 was no illusion, because you are what your record says you are. Some here will make excuses and kiss up to management, and Mike. But any smart fan knows this franchise is crippled by bad draft picks, a coach for life unable to beat good teams or win close games, a quarterback who's been figured out, a defensive coordinator on the wrong side of the ball, and a smug attitude that says we know better than anyone else.
And as far as the Eagles, we can complain about Juan Castillo and look at all those things that they did wrong, but it comes down to one guy. The quarterback can't be responsible for 19 turnovers, and that's what he was responsible for. He's got to cut him down. He's got to be the kind of quarterback he was the first year, and they'll be a good team. I don't know if they're going to get to the Super Bowl, but I'm sure we'll talk about that.
I'm sick of hearing about Spygate, so let's bring a Lombardi trophy back to the city, and I'm going to lay out the 4 points that will bring you an Eagles parade down Broad Street. First of all, I know a lot of people are down on him. Re-sign Deshaun. Everything runs through him. This kid makes the offense go. Number 2, Howie. I don't want to hear anything but defensive players called in the first 3 rounds of the draft. If I hear anything else, I quit. I give up on you. Number 3, and this pains me to say it. Oh, it hurts because he's a good friend of mine. And we came up together. But Asante has to go. We can't have the same problems we had in the back end last year. We just can't have it. And number 4, bring me a veteran linebacker. Don't bring me Vince Young. Don't bring me Ronnie Brown. And for God's sakes, don't bring me Steve Smith. Because I just don't want it. It's not going to help me. So with these points I've laid out, I promise you, ladies and gentlemen, if we get these things done, we'll be bringing a Lombardi down Broad Street. I promise.
Knowing the way they've squandered the previous drafts, there is some temptation to do that. But it's time the Eagles look at their own track record and understand that they have ignored the linebacker position for far too long. They have not selected in the first round of linebackers since a guy named Jerry Robinson in 1979. How do you devalue a position and then consistently get burned by that position? It's time the Eagles hold accountability to the draft and look at people like Howie Roseman and the people making this evaluation and hold them accountable for their mistakes. As for how you can win over the fans again without firing Andy Reid, do the next best thing. Fire from your employment. Howard Eskin.
Who deserves more blame?
I would take
personnel or coaching.
But if I take
was it scheme or personnel?
If I take Howie Roseman, you're kissing Andy Reid's butt. If I take Andy Reid, you know, then there's a complaint about that.
Rephrase the question. You must answer. Is it personnel or scheme the biggest problem last year?
Well, it was turnovers, but I'll take Howie Roseman over Andy Reid slightly, but I'll take all of them, Mr. Williams.
Mike Reese.
Oh, dude, listen, they're not going to revoke your pass to get into Novacare. You can say something. Let's face it. Bottom line is, it was Coach Reid's fault. He deserves the lion's share of the blame. Listen, as the general manager, it's up to him to bring in the personnel, and it's up to the coach to coach up the personnel. Howie Roseman did his job, bringing in talent. We were all happy about all the players that they accumulated over that 3 or 4 day weekend, and it's up to the coach and the rest of his coaching staff to make the pieces work. I have to blame Coach Reid.
Howard, I can't believe you. I've never seen you try to twist yourself like an acrobat to avoid answering a question. It's Reid. It's always Reid. He has a losing record against winning coaches. He has a losing record in 3-point games. He has a losing record in 7-point games. He can beat bad teams, but when they play good teams, he's done.
Angelo.
I just want to point out something extraordinary. A man who actually played for Andy Reid, Ike Reese, was actually more hard-hitting toward Reese than Andy Reid's own caddy, Howard Eskin.
And I would agree. If Andy Reid doesn't have a very, very successful team, and that might be at least making the Super Bowl, I would agree if he's not the coach beyond this year. Now, nobody asked me that question, but also people should know, on one of the draft picks, Brandon Graham was Howie Roseman's choice when Andy Reid, I know somebody in that draft room, wanted Pierre Paul. And he did. Now, you can say what you want about that. That is important to understand, and that's why my point was about how he ended. But I think they'll all be gone if they don't get to the Super Bowl.
And the whole Eagles thing that I love about him, we now know on his Christmas card list, it's Andy, Joe Bannon. Howie better just be worried that he ain't getting anything this year, because the JPP story's a new one, Howard, that you're rolling out here. But
the Eagles are going to continue to confound everybody, and no matter how much spinning or number crunching their supporters do, is there anybody who really believes that Andy Reid is going to win the Super Bowl the 14th time around? Yes! Hello? Hello?